Yep.
Hello?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, Mr. Mayor, can I just, you asked about the roads.
Yep, everybody, we're back.
I have an update for you.
Actually, it's time for you anyway. It's the administrator's report, so kick it off.
And let's do the roads. The bid is ready to go out, and it is for Wilson, Short Hills Ave, Edison Place, High Point Drive, Prophet Ave, Hampshire Court, and Rose Ave.
Why is Rose Avenue left?
You want me to reverse it?
No.
It'll all get done. A couple things I wanted to mention. DPW, we're winding down our outdoor maintenance over the next month and beginning to set up for leaf season. You can begin to place your leaves in the street October 24th. Collection will begin the 31st of October. Please avoid placing leaves within 10 feet of any storm drain. Any question that you have on leaf collection, please direct that to DPW supervisors only. A final shredding event is October 8th from 9 to 1 at 44 Morrison Road. Garbage and recycling specs are complete and scheduled for publication not later than October 6th. We have a pre-bid conference at 1 o'clock on November 9th for anyone that has questions about the bid, and we anticipate the bid opening on Tuesday, December 6th. This afternoon, myself, Robbie, went over to Duffy's lot. We also had Mike Grella with us, by the way. We're looking at figuring out how to get that lot to drain. So we're looking at doing an engineering study we did on that to try to come up with something that would take the water away so we can do away with the flooding. As we progress, and hopefully as the center of town gets rebuilt, we're going to need that parking desperately. I mean, that lot is going to be key for us, so we need to figure out some way to get that water to drain. So with our help from our outside engineering company, we do have a plan. We got to put a number on it, see what it's going to cost us, and then we will let you know and go from there. The Hershey building is nearing completion for our DPW. That's where our supervisors are headquartered. We'll probably be done within the next 2 weeks. The building really, when we get done, we'd like you to come over. They did a great job on it. It's really going to service us for a long time. From our recreation department, there was a few things I wanted to bring up. I know there was a question on Alvin Park on the fencing and the gate repairs. Those were done. Chisholm Park batting cage resurfacing was done. Chisholm Park, Ruby Park, and Rosner Field irrigation repairs were done. We had some more repairs at Chisholm Park on the playground that were finished. Irwin Park, new playground equipment. Rosner Field, dugout padding, electrical, painting, power washing. And also on Rosner, we put a PO out the other day that'll be done either in the fall or later. And what's going to be done there is it'll be regraded, lip removal, sod, infield mix conditioner. The tennis courts will be renovated and the pickleball courts will be striped. Ruby Park, the batting cage and the bullpen were resurfaced, locks, signage, dugout, player benches. We also did fence repairs in Ruby Park. Wood carpet replenished at 10 playgrounds, tree trimming and fence repairs at other various parks, and temporary pickleball court we put up at the pool. So that's kind of what we did over the last couple of months. I just wanted to bring that up. Other than that, are there any questions or comments I can answer for anyone?
Chipotle?
Chipotle, thank you for reminding me.
Thank you.
We asked our health department, and let me read you to what Mike Fitzpatrick, our health inspector, said. Our ongoing inspection files does not show any history or violations like were cited in the article that we saw. They are having 2 inspectors go out tomorrow and actually physically look at it, make sure that everything is up to speed. So we'll have you a further input on that as we get it. But we are looking at it. It has been taken care of.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My teenager eats there at least 2 or 3 times a week, so she's been okay, if that means anything. I think she's sponsored by them, maybe? One of those secret NIL deals. Maybe. Get it on the back of her jersey.
All right. Any other questions? Nope. Seeing none from up here, we have no bid update this week, and we will go on to minutes and reports. Everybody, you should have received police, OEM, tax collector, tax assessor. All others will be forthcoming in the coming weeks, and we'll discuss at the next workshop session. With that being said, we'll move on to new business. There is nothing on second reading tonight, but we have a couple on first reading. Madam Clerk, please read the ordinance.
Ordinance 2022-27. This ordinance amends and supplements the curbside collection provisions of Chapter 23 Solid Waste Management of the Township Code.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to adopt ordinance 2022-27 as read by Madam Clerk, publication in the local source October 6, 2022, with final hearing on October 25th, 2022.
Second.
Second, and discussion.
Well, it just clarifies what can go out there. I mean, I've seen contractors dropping things off people's
And that's
houses.
exactly what
That's what
prompted
it's
this,
trying to
quite
stop.
frankly.
And I believe it. I agree with it.
We had a contractor put out basically they did a demo and they did an entire room, and that wasn't considered construction debris. So that's why we had to try to amend this. And again, Craig and I spoke about this. It's almost impossible to list everything, so we tried to be as broad as we could to cover things. So
Yes, I read it.
hopefully,
We took the position that it did represent, that in that case, it does represent construction.
Yes.
But just to make it clear when people are reading the code, we want to spell it out a little bit further.
You know, maybe, and it's only, you can think about it, maybe with the tax bills and that, we could mail a copy of this to every household in Springfield. This way they know that if I'm going in to do a job in your house, I'm tearing a couple walls down, I can't throw that out. He has to get rid of it. Maybe we should try something, think about that. We should watch before they go out.
The tax bills that we send notices went out, but
Yeah, no.
in the future.
Yeah, in
future, we
future,
can
like a
certainly-
future thing, just to,
Maybe tie it with the solid waste
I
code.
guarantee the contractor
And
was charging.
between the changes that we've made to the ordinance, to the code, really over the last 2 years, there have been about 2 or 3 different changes, plus potential changes depending on how the solid waste bids come in and how the township wants to move forward. That might be a good time to kind of.
okay. Thank you.
That's a good idea. All right, so we'll come up with something. Roll call.
Committeewoman Du Bois?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Ordinance 2022-28. This ordinance approves revisions to the 2021 agreement between the member municipalities of the Rollway Valley Sewage Authority. Rollway Valley Sewage Authority.
Do I have a motion?
Oh, sorry. I make a motion to adopt ordinance 2022-28 as read by Madam Clerk, publication in the local source October 6th, 2022, with final hearing on October 25th, 2022.
Second.
Okay, discussion on this. Any questions from any committee members? No, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. With that being said, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Committeewoman Du Bois?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber? Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes. Moving on to resolutions. We will adopt the following resolutions on consent agenda. If you would like a resolution pulled, please let me know as I read through them. Resolution 2022-240. Resolution 2022-241. Resolution 2022-242. Pull Resolution 2022-242. Resolution 2022-243. Resolution 2022-244. Resolution 2022-245. Resolution 2022-246. Resolution 2022-247. Resolution 2022-248. Resolution 2022-249. Resolution 2022-250, we will pull that. And Resolution 2022-251. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to approve resolutions 2022-240, 2022-241, resolutions 2022-243 to resolution 2022-249, and resolution 2022-251.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeewoman Du Bois?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes.
Okay, Resolution 2022-242. This resolution certifies the 2021 annual audit.
Do I have a motion?
Mr. Mayor, Resolution 2022-242, by Madam Clerk.
I second.
Okay. The reason I pulled this is because our amazing CFO, Diane Sherry, who is with us tonight and always sits up front, I've had not only the pleasure and the honor of working with her for basically my entire time up here and being her finance chair, but this is one of the first times that I can recall that it was a near perfect audit. I don't think we had any formal recommendations back, and that is a credit not only to our administrator, but the real credit goes to Diane. You have been
Hey,
a
you're pretty good at what you do over there.
phenomenal
Glad we
CFO.
hired you.
And not only is she fun and makes me smart with numbers, which, let me tell you, is a very hard thing, but she also watches some really cool television. So if you need television recommendation, you talk to Diane. So thank you for all the work you do for the township.
Thank you, Diane.
Yes, nicely done, man.
And literally, I don't remember ever receiving no comments back. Like if doing 4 years of finance, we've always had something.
I don't
Actually, I
remember it.
checked. It was back in 2006 was our last clean audit.
Nice.
So it's been
Not since I've been clerk.
it's been a few years.
Was it that guy Quick?
No,
that guy?
that was
No?
Marie Sedlak.
Oh,
Reese Sedlak.
so it wasn't Quick.
That's an
No.
old name. That's old. An oldie.
Okay.
Once again, I stand by what he said, hiring you and that guy over there, two of the proudest moments when I was mayor.
Let's keep the string going.
Some of it. Half of it's good.
One in a row.
2006, I think I was still in elementary school.
Oh, I don't want to hear it.
Stop talking.
With that, do we have a roll call?
Yes. Committeeman Huber.
Yes.
Committeewoman Du Bois.
Yes.
Committeeman Capides.
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser.
Yes.
Okay. Resolution 2022-250. This resolution approves the retail cannabis business license application and expresses the township's preference that the applicant receive a state-issued license to operate a cannabis retail business within the township.
Do I have a motion?
I make a motion, I want to motion it, since the mayor's not here. Deputy Mayor, I mean. I make a motion to adopt Resolution 2022-250 as read by Madam Clerk.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Okay.
I said second already.
It says here, Mr.
Do I have a
You
Okay.
choose. I'm not
Not
choosing.
fighting. I'm not fighting.
Oh, I don't care.
Okay, thank you.
Committeeman Huber, wow. So, if everybody will indulge me for a second, you know, I think everybody knows how adamant I was in support of bringing recreational cannabis to the township. You know, it was over a year ago. It was August 4th, 2021, when I believe the Township Committee adopted an ordinance to allow and permit recreational marijuana. And since that time, the Township Committee and the administration has done a lot of work from that time to get us to this point today. Since August, in that time, we created a subcommittee, which was chaired not only by myself, but sat also Deputy Mayor Weber. And we formed a subcommittee, which also included our administrator, our assistant administrator, our police chief, and our township attorney. And at that time, we've had a number of applicants come before the town seeking to open a retail dispensary. And after several meetings, many, many hours, and reading a lot of documents, we finally do have a dispensary that has completed all the required steps to get approval from the Township Committee. That dispensary is Story Dispensary of Springfield, LLC. They are with us in the audience today, so congratulations. The subcommittee worked tirelessly, so I want to thank everybody who did that. It's a huge win for our township. A win that will not only bring in much-needed revenue to our township, but one of which our residents, as I've said, agreed with all the way through. Throughout this entire process, I think we've received more people in support of opening up a dispensary than opposed. And that really speaks to something. I think our town, on the township level, I think recreational, when it was put to the ballot, passed nearly 70%. So our people were in support. This location will be hopefully on Route 22 if the applicant gets a final approval from the state. So I think this is a huge win for us. I won't talk forever, but I'm very happy to see this through and am excited for the future and what it means for Springfield.
I just want to say, like Mayor Kaiser, I've been a huge proponent of this moving forward. Even back when I was mayor and I was asking, I knew this was on the horizon and how can we get in front of doing this and supporting this. And I want to thank you guys that were on the subcommittee because I can tell you worked really hard to make sure we make the best decision in supporting moving forward. And I'm excited to see what happens. So thank you guys for all of your work.
Anyone else?
Mr. Mayor, I would just like to add my comments that I am happy to see this resolution move forward. I've gotten the opportunity to meet the representatives of Story this evening, and just knowing, Mr. Mayor, the work that I've done with you personally on several other committees, I can only imagine, or I know, how thorough you and the committee took this process just by seeing your work firsthand on other times we've served on similar committees. And I certainly respect and honor the recommendations that the subcommittee made, and it was a job well done. Again, I'm very happy to see this move forward, and this certainly is a monumental day.
I voted no when we were voting, as everybody knows. My thoughts are still out there, but I think this is the best company right now applied there. I trust the mayor's judgment. I've known each other for a while, and I wish her all the luck in the world. I mean, I'm just worried about kids, and that's why. I'm glad you're out on 22, away from everybody. But I wish you good luck, and you have my support.
All right. With that,
Roll call.
please call the roll.
Committeewoman Du Bois,
Yes, yes, yes.
Committeeman Huber,
Yes.
Committeeman Capides,
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser.
Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, moving on to discussion and action items. Does this need a motion or, okay.
Both need motion.
Okay, so I guess I'll read it and then ask for a motion.
Okay.
All right, so we have do you want to, you'll do it then.
Go, read it.
I make a motion for the Eagle Scout candidate Hunter Han Loom. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. I apologize if I'm not. With his proposed project to construct a helmet and bat rack at Chisholm Park Lower Softball Field. The proposal has been discussed with and recommended by the Springfield Recreation Department and Springfield Girls Softball Incorporated. An example of the rack is attached for us to see.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, that will be that'll be a nice thing for the softball.
Nice project.
A nice project.
And second one, I make a motion to approve the request by St. James for use of the Chisholm Community Center parking lot from Tuesday, October 11th, 2022 through Friday, October 21st, 2022, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., and Saturday, October 22nd, from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. for the St. James Festival overflow parking. Hold harmless and certificate of insurance provided after approval. Parents, get your checkbooks out because your kids are going to be spending money. Let's go.
And may I just mention that that second date is wrong.
Oh,
It should be Friday, October 14th.
okay, that seemed like a long
Yes, a
time.
long time, and then
I would be
Saturday,
officially broke.
October 15th, okay?
Thank goodness.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Yeah, that sounded really expensive, Linda. Thank you for reeling it back in.
Correspondence. This is the fun stuff, right, everybody? Yeah, I'm sure you all read the New Jersey Transit is holding a virtual hearing to discuss senior citizen and disabled residents transportation assistance program on Thursday, November 3rd at 5 p.m., 6 p.m., and 7 p.m. Contact New Jersey Transit for more information at 973-491-7772 by October 24th to participate. With that, let's move on to finance. Let's pay some bills, and since I don't have my deputy mayor,
I make a motion to adopt,
Shitter.
or make a motion for payroll invoices for the period of September 14th, 2022 through September 27th, 2022 in the amount of $3,056,255.90.
A second.
okay.
Chris is here.
All in favor? I think, is that all in favor?
No.
Roll
Roll
call?
call. No, it's roll call. Committeewoman Du Bois?
Yes.
Committeeman Huber?
Yes.
Committeeman Capides?
Yes.
Mayor Kaiser?
Yes. And everybody has received the current budget report as of August 31st, 2022, the pool budget report as of August 31st, 2022, current revenue report as of August 31st, 2022, pool revenue report as of August 31st, 2022, and make sure that's filed as file away.
Are we doing another presentation again in regard, like we did last year, like a synopsis of the pool season and everything with the YMCA like we did last year? I think we mentioned we were going to do that,
We're waiting
right?
for Paul to finish up their numbers from the wine, and
Okay.
he will be here to present.
So, two last things from me, and then I'll open it up to public comment. One, you know, I meant to mention it at the beginning, a huge thanks to, the Recreation Department, I think DPW, that helped set up our outdoor movie, which
heard it was
screened.
awesome.
It was pretty awesome, and,
I got caught at a softball game that started an hour late. We were supposed to come to the movie afterwards, and I was bummed. I heard it was really good.
you missed some incredible popcorn popped by the
I've
mayor.
I've heard.
Which, let me tell you, they up until literally the minute we fulfilled all orders, and I think we anticipated like 300 people eating popcorn. So that was pretty remarkable. But a huge thank you to Adam and his entire team who sat outside in a little cold weather.
Lucky no rain, no nothing.
Yeah, no rain, but it was a nice night, a little chilly, but a huge thank you for doing that on a Saturday. And honestly, Adam said it was one of the largest movie nights we've had. So a lot of people came and participated. Picked a good one. And now to a statement on redevelopment. This has been everybody's favorite topic, and I read a statement last time, and I'll have some more words now. Everybody knows how we up here have stressed that downtown revitalization is number one. It's been our biggest priority as a township committee since I've been up here, and this is my fourth year. As everybody's aware, we said it before. Earlier this month, the township took action by issuing a default notice to the redeveloper on the Gromes project. It was due to a litany of issues that we were having with the site, and we know it's been slow. But at this point, the township is awaiting a formal response to our notice. The developer has legally 120 days to rectify and remedy some of the issues that we brought up in that default notice. We continue to do everything that we can and take whatever actions are necessary to move the project forward, and that may ultimately resort to taking it to the courts if our legal counsel advises us and deems it appropriate to do so. But for now, the township is communicating with the redeveloper. We're awaiting their response to the notice, and when appropriate, I look forward to updating the community further on those actions. But while this project has been slow, I think I would be remiss if I did not take this opportunity to talk about and highlight the successes that we've had in our revitalization. It's in contrast to slow progress on the Morris Avenue project, which we inherited from a prior administration. But there's been 3 other redevelopment projects in our town, all of which were advanced under this leadership. The 3 projects that we have been advancing have seen great progress and are success for our township. Number 1, that's the Larkin project. Everybody knows the Larkin project. That's the one that is the closest to completion. It's pretty much complete. The Larkin project, which is located at the intersection of Church Mall and Morris Avenue, was originally approved in the fall of 2018. Since then, this past November, the building was complete. It was cleared for occupancy. To date, there's been 15 residential units rented out. The commercial units have been have been rented and are nearly all opened, I think, right? They're close to being open. That's a great project that was advanced by this township committee currently up here that is complete. The second is the Metropolitan project. We approved that in 2019. That's, of course, located on the 9-acre site of the former Saks Fifth Avenue store, which sat vacant for 30 years. For 30 years, there was no progress, nothing being built, no benefit to this community. We approved a project, and it's on schedule to be completed at a remarkably quick pace. Leasing on some of the units is expected to begin this fall. That's success number 2. Success number 3 is the Church Mall project. This is our most recent redevelopment project. This will net the township $2.5 million just from the sale of a decrepit Sarah Bailey building which was no longer in use, which allowed them to build this new project, netting us $2.5 million, working in conjunction with the Board of Education and the Planning Board. We also got the developer to agree to build a brand new playground on the elementary school, which will be built for that area of town. That's a success. And while they just have been beginning, they've just been cutting the roadway and clearing some of the lots. That's set to commence at a remarkably quick pace. Those are 3 successes in our downtown redevelopment. Now, hey, that does not mean that we've had 3 successes, we throw out the rest. No, we know there has to be much more work to be done, and we're doing that. Read my lips. We're committed as a township committee to getting this done. But we got to make sure that it's smart, modern redevelopment that fits our town. It's going to be a slow process. We know that. It's been 30 years. You've been talking in this town. I've lived in this town my entire life. A lifelong member. The only one up here, actually, that's a lifelong member. We've been talking about downtown redevelopment since before I was born, and no progress has took place in those 30-something, close to 30-something years. We're finally getting on the road to completing and breathing new life into our downtown. And there's no one up here, all of us live in this town. We all want to see it complete, and I think we all look forward to seeing a downtown that we can be proud of. So I just really wanted to highlight some of the successes after seeing some negativity out there, and I think it's critical that, we continue to update everybody on the downtown redevelopment.
I just want to touch on one of the points you made. Well, I actually want to ask another thing too, but with the playground project at Caldwell, because I went back in my notes to look, and I know that I initially brought that up back in like December of 21, and I'm glad that you guys all supported that, and then were able to work within, conversations with developers and with whoever else got involved and made that happen. And I'm just appreciative of that, because I think that's a great thing, and I know there's a lot of families that are really excited about that. So thank you guys for that. And secondly, I wanted to just say that one more thing to add is it's not as if nothing has been done leading up to this point in regards to the issue on Morris Avenue. There were fines, there were other things, so that there are things that have happened. So that narrative too is not accurate. So that's it.
Yeah, we continue.
We're doing it the legal way.
Yes.
I mean, I can't just go in there and I'd like to say, throw them off the project. I mean, I'm in construction and but we have to do it the legal way, and the legal way is slow because of all the lawyers.
But on reality shows, they fix it in a half hour. I don't understand why you can't do that.
No, but.
I watch
no,
HGTV, this would have been done.
It's illegal.
Kill
Okay.
Sounds like a system.
So with that being said, let's open it up to the fun part of the meeting, public comment. Anybody having any business before us or wants to bring an issue up to us, this is your opportunity to step on up and address us. You can do so if you're in the audience, or you can do so if you're at home. If you're at home, you call us at 973-232-4442. If you're in the audience, you can step up now. I will just remind you, you have 5 minutes to address us. During those 5 minutes, all up here will stay silent. At the conclusion of your remarks, I will permit if any member of the committee wants to address it or the administration at that point. So 5 minutes from the public. Anybody wishing to address us can step on up now. Or if you're at home, call us at 973-232-4442. Wow. Okay. Seeing nobody, I will close the public comment portion on any governmental issues. And any remaining remarks?
Just one. I would just like to, on behalf of the Township Committee up here, extend our condolences to Rollway Mayor Jacoby and his family for his tragedy that happened. Please know that our prayers and our thoughts are with you and your family at this time, and God's grace.
Absolutely, yes, thank you for doing that.
Also, our condolences to Stanley Wickham, known as Jigs Wickham. He did, when I first moved to, when I first had kids, he was on the baseball committee with me when I first went on there. I was his assistant coach when my oldest son, Andy, was 49 years old, played over at Caldwell. He was very involved, and he just passed away yesterday.
I'm sorry.
And I want to, family, condolences to his family. Thank you, Chris, for saying that.
Okay. The
Well, for adjournment?
I guess so. I wasn't looking to end on a down note, everybody.
Well,
But we will ask for an adjournment.
adjournment?
I think the girls' soccer team is still undefeated, and they have senior
Yes.
night Friday, so if we want to go, there's a good.
That's a good. That's a good one to end on.
And I used to coach them when they were little, so I'm gonna, it's a nice thing.
That is good.
Adjournment?
Wait. But lastly, do we have any update? Did Aaron Judge hit 61? No.
3-0.
They're up 3-0. All right.
We walked him again. Yay!
Mets
I'm
fans
Roger
over
Maris.
We'll.
Mets fans on this side.
Do we have a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes carry. See y'all in 2 weeks.